What are you looking at for quarterbacks this week?
Colton, it came back and it's not broken, so it's just sprained right now. So right now Mason will be ready to go, and I think by the end of the week Colton will be ready to go.
Your initial takeaways from the day of this game?
Disappointing. I would say the biggest thing disappointing. I told the team on Sunday that we're going to grade every single thing this week on effort, and whoever has the best effort is going to start at all positions. So it was disappointing that I be honest with you, I don't remember too many games that I've been here that we've had that poor of effort. So we'll grade effort every day in practice, and we'll go out there and play with the guys that are going to practice the hardest and give the best effort.
Have you been through that before with teams?
Yeah.
Where they kind of come out of nowhere, you get a bad effort.
Yeah, that's happened once in a while.
How
You
do
know.
you get them back?
I think you do what we're doing right now. You make practice all about effort, and the guys are going to give the effort in practice. Those are the ones that, to give great effort every single day in practice, then you generally got to care a whole lot. And usually if they do that, then they'll go out in the game and do it. And not like we didn't have good effort in practice going into it, but we definitely didn't in the game. So I think you open it up for competition. I think sometimes if guys get a little bit too complacent and thinking that it's just their job, then maybe they don't give it. So all positions are open for competition right now.
So it was more of Davis kind of capitalizing.
Yeah, I mean you can't. You never take anything away from anybody. They out-coached us, outplayed us, out-hit us, but we did not give good effort, and that was, you don't do that, you don't give yourself a chance, you know. And you know, we still scored 21 points, and we fumble on the one and have a tip pass, you know, for a pick, and have a lineman downfield, and we're on the 4. So right there, if you just don't kill yourself on those 3 drives, you still give yourself a chance in the game, as poor of effort as we played with.
How much of that is, maybe this is impossible to answer, but I'll ask you. Yeah, how much of that is on the players, and can you determine how much of that was, you know, the coaches not being able to support them on the sidelines, get them into the right positions against a team that's playing fast?
On that question right there, I'll always put it on me. Yeah, I'm not going to ever put it on them. You know, I think you always got to point the finger at yourself first. So we just didn't do a good enough job all the way around. But when it comes to their effort, that's on them. But when it comes to everything else, I would say it starts with on me. So I will always take the blame first. You just don't do things right all the way around, then that's the head coach's fault. So I'll put that on me.
Yeah, talked about tackling post game. We plan on.
Yeah, I mean, we just walking off the field, I thought it was just really poor tackling. But when you watch it on tape, it was poor effort. You know, if you don't have great effort, you're not flying to the ball, you're not going to tackle very well. So it's just more about effort this week. We got to get everybody back just playing with a love to play the game, and a passion to play the game, and an excitement, you know, to play the game. And that's what we need everybody doing. We had a few guys that did it. You know, it wasn't 100%, but we didn't have enough. That's for sure.
What do you expect to see from Portland State?
They're big and physical. You know, they got a tight end, number 89, that's really looks good. He's made big plays against everybody they've played. Hasn't had a bunch of catches, but when he does catch it, he makes big plays. Sometimes they'll jump in and play with 4 tight ends. Their quarterbacks scrambles, athletic, makes things happen. 81's had quite a few catches for him. And then 80 looks like the guy they like to throw to deep. Defensively, they play the flex, you know, that you haven't seen in a while. That's, you know, and they'll Desert Storm, Arizona. Yeah, that's when I was at Utah State with John L. Smith and 2 years at Louisville, Chris Smealin was our defensive coordinator, and that's what we ran defensively. So that's just something you don't see all the time, but they run it, and they're aggressive. They're going to get up in your face as DBs and try to grab you and hold you, and we got to do a good job of getting their hands off us, and you know, we got to do a good job in the running game of just executing.
Is there anyone from their team that kind of jumps out?
89 is the first one that jumps out at you, just as you look at him. Their nose guard jumps out at you. He's in the backfield a lot, 95. I think he does a good job for him. I think their linebackers fly around. I think the guy that they've kind of moved around, and now he kind of plays over our inside receiver 14. He plays with really good effort. Their boundary corner, looks like a good player, number 8. So I think they play, but probably more so just as a group. Their D-line and O-liner look big and physical, and they look like, we got to get ourselves ready to go to be in a physical matchup.
Do they have the capacity to play hurry up the way Davis did, and might they kind of go to school on the success Davis had?
I think anyone can do that. I think it's just how much you practice it, and the biggest key to that is getting first downs. And the biggest key to stopping it is getting them off the field on third down. So I think the more you can get first downs, then the faster you can go. The stuff they do offensively, surely they could do it easily. Yeah. But that's where you got to get stops. You got to get 3 and outs and get off the field and keep them from going hurry up.
Just being the first Big Sky Conference game at home and forever since last time you were here, what sort of changed in that facet?
Nah, I think for us this week, it's all about us just getting ready to play. It's about us coming out this week and really practicing hard and being physical and us getting ready to play. But, hopefully it'll be a really good crowd and people will be excited and go out there and have a great home game.
Christian was just in here, and he was saying that one of the big challenges for him is kind of dealing with all the mental aspects of having to make the calls and set the front, and then still have a motor to play free.
Right.
Does that kind of resonate with what you see of his play, and how do you get him going?
Yeah, I think Christian's done a lot of good things for us, but he's basically like a true freshman playing that position, because it's his first year playing there. When you play outside, you can kind of just a little bit more run free and just use your athletic ability and just go do things, where inside generally you have a gap to the left and a gap to the right that you're responsible for, and you got to read the blocking schemes and you got to see what's going on, and it's a little bit more learning. So we got a lot of young guys like that on offense, and Christian's probably the one on defense that's basically he's like a true freshman playing inside, because he hasn't.
You have to live with that until
you just got to keep reps. You just got to keep getting the reps and keep getting better, learning how to do it.
The offense was able to get down the field a few times. So what did you see out of them?
Yeah, I thought there was times the offense played well. I thought really the first 2 drives of the games we played well. What's unfortunate, we had 9 third or fourth and shorts. Usually if you have 9 third or fourth and shorts, you win the game. But you got to convert them all. And that's kind of what I told the team in here. We were 4 for 9. You can't be 4 for 9. We had over 400 yards. We moved the ball. We made some big plays. But we just have to be consistent, especially if the other team's offense is playing really well. We can't have little lulls of not scoring. We got to score, and when we get down there, we got to score touchdowns. But I thought there was times we ran the ball well and we blocked up front. We hit some big plays in the passing game. We actually threw for more yards than they did, which if you'd have told me that going in the game that would happen and we would get our butts kicked, I probably wouldn't have thought that would be correct. But we just got it. We can't get our quarterback hit as much as we did, and we just got to continue to improve. But there was signs of the offense playing pretty darn well. The last drive in the first half was a really good drive. The first drive of the second half was a really good drive. The fourth quarter was a really good quarter. And then the first 2 drives, we drive down there, get a short yardage, we don't get it. Then we drive down there and get to the 4, and we get a penalty for lineman downfield on a pass. It wasn't an RPO, it was just a regular old pass. I mean, you can't do that. That shouldn't happen. So we can't hurt ourselves, and we just got to continue to improve.
Are you going to change the way you work the quarterbacks at all this week on the chance that Colton's not going to be ready to come back?
Could be. That's just kind of a day-to-day thing on how we do it.
Should we expect any changes in depth on?
Yeah, you could expect it all across the board. Every one of them's up. Every one of them's up. So it's going to be whoever practices the hardest. There could be a different person starting at every position. Hopefully not. hopefully everybody steps up and there's not hardly any changes. But if Joe outcompetes Brad, Joe's going to start. It's just we're going to go by effort in practice every single day, and so we'll see. We'll see at the end of the week. We're going to grade every single rep on effort, any team situation, today, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll decide who's starting.
Are all the block kicks statistically anomalous, or are you able to identify things that are going wrong consistently there?
That block kick was really a bad deal. They rushed one person. Yeah, there's two guys there to block them. They just don't block them. They really rushed one guy up the middle, and they had one guy containing. So that's pretty embarrassing. Basically you have the whole shield, 3 guys to block one guy, and he got his hand through there and blocked it. So that's just, our punt team's done a great job, and that was bad.
On the O-line, having Sean at center, Connor at guard, Irving in there attacking,
Mhm.
I think that's something you can go forward with. That.
I think as of right now, but again, it'll be on the at effort grades. But I thought there were times where we ran block pretty well. We moved the ball good, and just got to continue to improve on our pass protection.
Maybe load Isaiah. Is he going to get bigger load maybe?
Yeah, I mean he got a pretty good load the other day. Hopefully we can keep the ball more, and he can get a little bigger one, or he can get some of those other backs a few more carries. But I think the key is for us to stay on the field. We're not playing very good defense right now, so offensively we got to stay on the field, and we got to stay on the field and move it and score. Going into the year, we kind of thought we would, especially early in the year, as young as we were on offense, we'd lean on the defense. But right now, we better pick it up, both sides of the ball.
Is that liable to lead to any schematic changes on defense, or just all personnel?
Schematically, you kind of change each week anyway by what they do. So I think that's kind of that kind of changes week by week by what the opponent does.